On to a 1v1 on Bystraya Voda. This game is going to be Moetschi versus Korean's Meal, a player that I have cast before, and I am intrigued to see him again. I'm always actually interested to see players from different parts of the globe. Korean community in particular, I enjoy watching. I like a change of pace from the normal European community. Vast majority go to European players. Maybe not the vast majority, but a pretty sizable chunk, especially with me casting during the day. I don't know what time it is in Korea right now. Probably like what, like midnight maybe? I guess it's actually not that late. 11:53 a.m. Eastern time, so yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see 4 conscript opening from Moetschi and 4 grenadier opening from Korean's Meal, so both of them just opening with a lot of infantry initially. Soviet combined arms, army, guard motors, shock rifles, mechanized assault, mobile defense, and close air support. So pretty standard commanders. In this map, I think guard motor is more popular than shock rifle in my experience. It's not that hard to get into short range with shock troops on this map, but there's deep snow, which makes mobility limited a little bit, and guard motor is just generally more popular lately, so I'm kind of expecting guard motor. Not really expecting combined arms unless Moetschi feels that he's in the lead. he can afford to go that route. 5 grens, 5 cons, both of them just infantry. Just infantry, 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 infantry build.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Which I actually understand on this map. To be fair, this map can be difficult to set up a really solid front line with team weapon support on this map, where you're kind of juggling the munitions and fuel simultaneously. Fuel way down there at the bottom. If you do set up a hard defense down here, you're vulnerable to cutoff, and you may not have VPs in your control. So having a really mobile, just infantry-based force is pretty understandable on this map. I think that's generally your best bet, and these players both seem to agree. Of course, I'm a U.S. Forces player, so I don't make team weapons anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Objective secured. We will defend it to the death. Supply sector under attack. Comrades, we have now installed a field hospital at headquarters.
There goes that squad.
Return fire! Good work, comrades. This now belongs to us. Taking fire!
Grenadiers engaging against conscripts right there for the cutoff. Whoa, what's that? Oh, demo charge. I thought somebody dropped a weapon right there, but no. Demo charge by the T-26 or whatever that thing is. Yeah, Enemy Polizei Funk definitely single-handedly keeping the Dota scene alive. That game would be dead without him. Squads retreating back into the base. So far, neither one of them has purchased any further units from their 5 infantry squad corps. Just going into tech from this point, it looks like. Battle Phase 1 in production for Korean's Meal, and a couple base upgrades here as well for Moetschi, getting healing and Molotovs. I don't think I've seen a Molotov toss yet, getting him up to 120 munitions, pretty healthy amount. And since 5 cons versus 5 grens, cons should have the advantage early on. You can kind of see that he's got very nice map control. Both munitions currently in his control. Got the 1 fuel point, all 3 VPs, off to an extremely promising start. But now that Korean's Meal is Battle Phase 1, he might start LMG production. He might start getting healing. He might start slowly pulling the game back into his control. And he does have a squad of Grenadiers uncontested in the south, getting the fuel point right now. Slowly breaking through here in the north as well. From the look of things, might be able to force this squad to retreat. Get at least 1 victory point back here. That'll help. Oh, Pyo's got wiped though. Pyo's wiped on retreat is gonna be a bit of a setback. Not as bad as losing his Grens though. All things considered, could be worse. If he forgoes his Pioneer squad and just doesn't rebuild them anytime soon, he won't have tier 2 anytime soon. He won't have a Minesweeper for that demo. So losing those Pyos is a pretty big deal.
We are losing a sector. Territory secure.
Grenadiers engaging here on the South Fuel are about to get overwhelmed by 2 squads of conscripts heading down there to deal with them.
Forces are securing our territory.
Plus Molotov toss down the hill. Oh, I wish I had seen that toss. I would have done it in slow motion. Oh well.
Territory secured. Grenadiers ready. Grenadiers.
LMGs are in production now. I don't think I've seen Koreans Meal utilize a single rifle grenade. So, Molotov to force him from the structure. He's just blobbing a huge amount of Grens, and that's in the deep snow, going to make it pretty hard to dodge Molotovs. He will be forced to retreat through them as well, but the engagement will go to him. He's trying to pick up that wipe, and he will get it. Conscripts go down. The Grenadier blob gets the job done this time. Rifle grenade as well. Trying to get a second wipe, but I don't think he has enough firepower to finish the job here without extremely good RNG, which he will not get and will be forced to retreat. 5 Grens, 4 cons now. Heavy mortar on the field. That Gren blobbing is not going to be a maneuver he can pull off twice, I don't think, with that mortar on the field, unless he can get that thing cleaned up. He might transition south from this point forward. Moetschi has a gun guard motor, so no huge surprises there. No commander selection yet from Korean's Meal, who is going to tech tier 2 and has access to Tiger Tank. I mean, Stugi in about a point and a half.
We have our reinforcements.
Yeah, he could go Ostroop in reserves, I guess, but I don't know why he would do that. And close air support. He does have access to close air support if he feels he needs munitions, and he's just going to go hard tier 2, which, I don't know, he has some munitions. His map control situation could be worse. He's going to throw healing up in the base now. He's got 1 LMG out. He has repurchased his Pyo so that he could tech. We'll see what he chooses to do with his current munitions reserve. If he uses rifle grenades to turn engagements in his favor, he's gonna be pretty strapped for munitions.
Has been converted to an emergency medical station.
He's gonna deny this cover position to his opponent there with the Pyos. Nice play. He'll be able to use this green cover. His opponent will not. Demo charge, by the way, still has not been detonated yet.
We are suffering losses.
Oh, that was such bad luck.
We are
Wow.
losing a sector.
Self-fulfilling prophecy right there. His Pyos were wiped in their attempt to avoid getting wiped on the retreat.
A sector has been cut off. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. A squad of pioneers has arrived. Our lines of supply are disrupted. We have 300 points remaining.
These 2 squads will be forced to retreat. Soviet player has total control of the map again. I think they might have to retreat through deep snow down here, though. This could be a wipe, maybe. Just trying to focus fire that down. It's not happening, though. Heavy mortar also forced a bit of a reaction there, I think, as well. But they were definitely going to get away because no LMGs. Just can't quite afford LMGs. And he will feel sufficient pressure at this point to go close air support, try and turn things around that way. Redistributes
Enemy is taking
munitions.
our territory.
And I think he's... I don't know why he did that if he's not going to buy LMG. There they go. There's 1,
Enemy has
2...
broken our supply lines.
Not purchasing them on these 2 squads, however. And he will start heading south. For the most part here.
We have new resources available.
And he's getting a sniper. Look at that. bold move, banking on his opponent not teching, which in this case looks like it will pay off. Moetschi has not teched in any way, shape, or form. 300 fuel stockpiled. If he were to tech the T-70, for example, would probably seal the game. May not be anything Transmeal would be able to do about that once the sniper hits the field. This is a bit of a gamble.
The Scharfschütze has arrived. Everyone know what hit him now that we have MG42s. You guys, listen to me if you want to live.
It is ours.
Pioneers!
More wire going up to try and deny these cover positions. Not sure he's successful though. I'm pretty sure there's still green cover slots even behind that wire.
More territory for the Reich! We are in contact with the enemy!
Grenadiers going to do what they can against a massive counterattack down here. Here comes an anti-infantry strafe. We'll pin down only one squad of guards though, which may not be enough. There's just too much Soviet infantry. Another squad of guards in the northwest. Flamethrower and conscripts from the southeast. Nice dodge on the rifle grenade. And that squad looks like it will get away. No, Sniper picks off the flamethrower. Sniper pays off already, but it looks like a full retreat from all grenadiers in the area. Soviets continue their advance. There's still 4 Soviet squads available down here, but Grenadiers are on their way to try and turn things around. 2 more LMG Grens taking heavy mortar fire, though that squad already has to retreat from that huge hit. Heavy mortars up to 5. That's not actually as many as I thought. Only 5 kills, but 1 wipe on Pyos that I know of. I don't think any Grens have been wiped this game, right? I don't think so. If that heavy mortar connects with that sniper, it could be devastating. Yeah, no Grens wipes. 2 Pyo squads wiped, though. 2 Pyo squads wiped, so there's still some wipes on the Axis side of things. Moetschi has lost 1 conscript and his flamethrower. Another big heavy mortar hit right there on the Grens. They will be forced to retreat, and the sniper is now completely without support and will be forced off the battlefield. Moetschi will win the engagement for the south and get all this territory under his control once again, but at least during that engagement, Transmeal did have the fuel point under his control. So we got a couple minutes worth of fuel. Not anything too ridiculous, but enough for at least one more redistribute resources, I guess. He's going to be using the resources he gets out of that for incendiary rounds on his sniper once that hits Vet 2, for rifle grenades, and for LMGs. Just more LMGs. He has a 6 squad of grenadiers on the field now, which he will utilize
MG42s have arrived.
for more LMG firepower, and he's also fielded a 3rd squad of Pyos. Hopefully these Pyos will get a little bit of territory under control here in the north. I think Transmeal is going to start splitting its forces up a little bit. Is there really deep snow on the ice? Wow. I didn't even know that was possible. Deep snow and ice all in the same place. Everybody's favorite game mechanics. For double the fun. Wow, he didn't pick up that DP machine gun right there. Retreated a little bit early. That's going to help those Grens. It's going to slowly help start turning the tide. He's running out of time, though. Only 112 VPs left as he stops the clock here at 15 minutes. Lots of demo charges defending in the north. I'm really hoping to see a Minesweeper on Korean's Meal, or any counterattack for the north will be very expensive. Demo charge in the church. Demo charge on the T-26. Green cover position. Guards and conscripts will force the Pyos to retreat right there, but LMG Grens are going to try and maybe force some retreats. Catching them in red cover, they get a very nice burst off, gunning them down quickly and hard. If Grenadiers succumb to the temptation and get inside of this structure, there's a very good chance of a wipe, but it looks like they're just avoiding the building for now. Lobbing like this could cost him. He will split. Looks like a wipe on that squad. There's probably a crawler somewhere providing vision, and any second, maybe not. No vision. No wipe. Demo charge remains undetonated for now. The advance across the south will also go uncontested, and the clock is finally ticking against the Soviet player again. But he's only half a point away from probably 2 sets of T-70s this game. He's stockpiled enough fuel for it. He has gone tier 1 for some reason, though. Maybe for a counter sniper? Interesting.
Watch out! Grenade!
Oh, there it is. Demo charge catches those Grens retreating, and there's the first squad of Grens to get wiped this game. Could be a second one if he takes this bait. Conscript's trying to lure those Grens in somehow, I think. Meanwhile, here in the south, oh, another squad of Grens got wiped in the south by a blob of
We are ready.
stuff. LMG will fall into those conscripts' hands. So that series of engagements was very costly. 2 Grens wiped in a very short period of time.
Sharpshooter ready for orders. Anti-personnel mine.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
That was a
We are
that was a
losing
rather
sector.
hopeful grenade. I hope that sniper has not moved at all. Hopeful rifle grenade too. Both of them completely wrong. Clock still ticking against Moetschi, but the T-34s have not arrived yet. Unfortunately, he cannot reinforce these 3 squads while he floats manpower for the tank call-in. So that's gonna
Be keeping it.
give Moetschi a little bit of breathing room. 1 AT gun on the field in preparation for the T-34s. He's gonna need to get a second one though, in all likelihood, to have any chance of survival. And if he can get control of the south fuel point back, that'll help with his munitions income as well. Continues to transfer munitions, the fuel into munitions,
We have MG-42s.
or anti-tank strafes,
The
potentially,
enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
to help negate the threat of those tanks. Conscripts forced away from the cutoff by these infantry here, and the sniper moving up to support. Sniper's only got 9 kills. He hasn't done that much. Been forced to retreat too many times. His impact has been quite limited. T-34s hit the field and will head immediately south to force those guards to retreat.
MG-42 team is ready for action. The enemy is taking our territory.
There's a teller mine right there. It doesn't look like the T-34 is going to get overly aggressive though.
Territory is in our hands.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Grenadiers taking control of the point here in the north.
Under our control. T-34-85 tanks are now ready for use. Use them to crush the Huns. The enemy is down to 100. Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
1 T-34 lingering in the south, this one probing in the north a little bit, looking for opportunities, trying to make things difficult for the lone AT gun to find opportunities against his tanks. Thus far, he will be successful, easily forcing this retreat. MG-42 probably will be forced away as well. There's just not enough anti-tank firepower on the field. Currently, he does have the anti-tank strafe.
Bombers available.
May not be able to find an opportunity to utilize it though. Dive bomb also available to him. Anti-infantry strafe is going to come down here in north apparently. That was weird. He will successfully force retreats from the minesweeper and combat engineers. There's the anti-tank strafe on the T-34. It does pretty good damage, about half of its health, and it will be forced to pull back for repairs. Maybe that was a misclick or something? Recon pass coming in now over the center. I think he might be trying to go for a dive bomb or something on the heavy mortar, in which he will keep all of his units in motion while being reconned right there to avoid the dive bomb wiping anything. It is going to get dropped back here, but if he just keeps that mortar in motion, that's not going to hit anything. I think that was a mistake to even try that. Dive bomb way off target, does not hit the heavy mortar, and it will be fine. Sniper with LMG Gren support working down here in the south. Hi, Jar.
5 points remaining. You appear suited for command.
Looking for an engine damage opportunity down here. Looks like he will get it. T-34 has engine damage, but he can't follow up on that in any meaningful way. All of his abilities currently on cooldown, and no munitions in the bank, no fuel either, so he cannot redistribute. He's moving all units south to try and get that under control. Now, Grenadiers dangerously close to getting wiped, and Sniper gets caught at close range by conscripts as well. Grenadiers and Sniper will both get to safety, but it's going to further slow things down for that Sniper. It's still only Vet 1, hasn't gotten that many kills in a 22-minute game. Looks like the Soviet infantry in the south will be forced to retreat, though, despite the best efforts of that heavy mortar. Nothing too catastrophic has happened yet. T-34 activates self-repair here in the south to get its engine repaired, and it's back in action. Meanwhile, the engagement for the north continues to go horribly for Korean's Meal, who does have a second AT gun now, but they're both occupied in the fight for the south right now, so the Soviet player will get the clock ticking again here in the north.
The enemy has taken our supply sector. We have found the enemy!
Trying to slow things down here. Only 50 points currently remaining. Whoa, that Sniper! What is it doing? Oh, that miss micro. It just walked that Sniper right up to those bad guys. Definitely should have attacked move instead of moving right there. That mistake probably cost him the game. I mean, this game probably wasn't winnable even before that happened. This flank, it's about to happen, is certainly not going to help things. I'm pretty sure we're looking at the end of things. T-34s will flank successfully, getting outside the arc of fire of these guns. And the guns are clumped under heavy mortar fire, so it's just a matter of time before they get cleared and potentially destroyed. And there they go, that's GG. Well played, Moetschi. I think this game might have been a little closer if some of the close air support abilities had been more on target. The dive bomb in particular is pretty expensive to have it hit nothing. Clearing or destroying that heavy mortar could have helped quite a lot. Anti-tank strafes maybe could have been a little better. Maybe also an overusage of anti-infantry strafes here and there. They only cost 60 munitions though, so those are not as big of a deal if those are off target, but still, just so much munitions going down the drain here. A lot of fuel. And the early game could have gone a lot better as well. I don't think his decision to go Sniper paid off as well as it could have. I think if he tightened up his Sniper micro a little bit, maybe could have had a little bit more success. And of course, the loss of his early Pyos cost him a lot because he was not able to sweep for those demo charges. One in particular was quite nasty, and the heavy mortar got some lucky wipes as well. So GG, Allies win.